Hello everyone, it's Melissa. I'm back. I'm going to start another layout. This is going to be another 8.5 by 11. And this time around I'm going to be scrapping. My husband ordered a new bike for my daughter online, and they built it a couple Saturdays ago together, and she loves it. So I went into my stash and I used this paper collection not that long ago on a birthday layout from January, and it's from Stampin' Up, and it's called Sycamore Street, and it's got a lot of fun, really colorful papers in it. And so the colors in this photo are the blues, some oranges, greens from the scenery, and you know, their shirts and whatnot. So I really like this pack. So I pulled a gray, soft gray from my stash of cardstock. And so I also have, I'm going to try, I know she's a little old, but I have this in my stash, this Daddy's Little Helper ribbon. And I'd like to get some more of it used up. I used some of it recently, but I've got a good chunk left. So I want to get this on the layout at some point. And because the circles, to me, I have a lot of cycling things because of my husband is a cyclist. So, but it always reads circles for me, like gears, those types of things. So I went into my stash and pulled some stamps and embellishments. I do have some wood veneer gears, and I have some wood veneer bicycles. I have wood veneer like speech bubbles and some, you know, words, and I also have some bicycle like paper clips. And I went into my, I don't have many of these big Z's dies. I have less than 10, but I have what I think I will ever need, basically, is how it works out. But these are gears. I know you probably can't see that, but they're gears here. And then I went and pulled some circle stamps. This one's from Studio G. It says today. And then I have an Allie Edwards, and this is Favorite Circles. And then this one is from Jelly Bean Soup, I believe. It's an old one. Yep. And so I pulled that. And then I went into my tiny, thicker stash of what I have left. And these are old. They're called, they're from American Crafts. They're called Leg Warmers. And I know the color's not great. This is what I have left. So I'm going to have to get creative. I know I did it a few years back where I got creative with alphas, and I'm going to have to do some intermixing and whatnot to bust out some little stragglers that I have left in my stash of bits of letters. But I'm thinking of the title Sweet Ride, and I was able to actually have enough to spell that. And I know the color green, this is more of a like olivey, darker green, and then this is a softer green, but I think it might work. And then I also pulled from my stash, this is a Close to My Heart stamp. It was a special stamp, so I know it's not available anymore, but Enjoy the Ride is here, so we'll see. I know I'm not going to want to duplicate the word ride, so anyway, but I pulled that. So we'll see what happens, and I'll be back. Okay, thanks. All right, I'm back, and I am going to share what I created, and I love it, which is fun because there's hardly any supplies used. I mean, I don't mean that, but I mean like, you'll see. Okay, so 8.5 by 11, like I mentioned. This is just a gray paper from probably Michael's, just from my stash. And so then I liked the diagonal, and I ended up using one sheet of that pattern paper from Stampin' Up. It wasn't even a whole sheet, from the Sycamore Street. And then I used a smidge here as well. So I added the ribbon that I told you I had in my stash. That says Daddy's Little Helper. And then I used these super old thickers, leg warmers. They're so fun. I had a friend comment on them like, holy moly, those are old. And yes, in fact, they are old. And holy moly, old as well. They don't have a date on them, but they're really old. So then I went and added wood veneer. This is a wood veneer bicycle. I did a crazy cool wood veneer circle and a boy-girl potty person. And then I added some gears that I cut with just some patterned paper from, it's an old pink paisley patterned paper. It had like some specks on it. And I distressed it with the pumice stone distress ink, just to kind of give it a little dimension. I popped this one up on dimensional foam and this one as well, this gear. And then I added a 2. This is just a chipboard from Basic Gray from my stash. This is another brad that I pulled from this DIY boutique sheet. This, I added some tissue paper and put this photo on dimensional foam. This Made with Love. It was from this Tim Holtz Ideology. I made 2 pieces of flair with just 3/4 inch epoxy bubbles, and you can just buy those on eBay. Well, that's where I bought mine. You probably can get them other places, but they just come in a bag like this. And then I just used ephemera to make those. This is from Jelly Bean Soup. It's the spicy social soup. It's actually just a piece of pattern paper. It's 12 by 12 and has all these fun icons on it. So that's how I made that. And this was one of those as well from that Jelly Bean sheet. It's just an arrow. And then I used a staple in the corner. This Awesome I embossed with white detail embossing powder and on vellum. And that's from the Allie Edwards Favorite Circles. And I used my typewriters, of course, for journaling. I added a label from my stash with a staple, my date stamp, and a puffy camera. And honestly, I don't know where these are from. Probably Amy Tangerine. But, yeah, I could be wrong. So yeah. And again, this was the gear dies. It's called Gadget Gears. So that's it. I'll do a close-up so you can see one more time. So fun. I really, really, really like how it turned out. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Would love for you to subscribe to my channel for lots more videos. And if you like this layout, give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, go ahead and leave them below and I'll do my best to answer. And you can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Cut It Up Creations. Thanks guys. See you soon.